If you've just started working with personal development, you might be starting to think to yourself, how is this going to work in my life? How am I actually going to get to where I want to be? And why isn't it happening right here and right now? Well, with everything in life, every new skill we have, you have a pattern to your journey. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you the 5 stages of a personal development journey that's basically going to give you a bit of a framework and a reference point so that you can really invest in yourself and enjoy what you're doing in life. Because that's what it's all about, right? Let's get started. Happy Wednesday, YouTubers. Great to see you. Thank you for coming back to the Reroute Your Life channel and for watching this video. We really appreciate it. I'm Emma Jane. I'm your life coach on the couch. And today I'm going to talk to you in this video about the 5 stages of personal development. Now, I've been working with personal development for years, and I can promise you, investing in yourself, investing in your growth, investing in being the best version of you is the way to transform your life. But in the last 6-7 years where I've been working with clients and being a coach, I've started to notice that there's actually 5 typical stages that everybody goes through when they're working on their personal development. Because personal development, investing in yourself, it's a journey. It's a constant evolutionary process. You're constantly learning new things about yourself as you evolve and grow. So these 5 stages I think are really important to understand because it gives you kind of a framework, a foundation, and it helps you see maybe when you're stuck on the journey or if you're just starting the journey, why you're there, where you're at, and gives you a chance to assess your progress so that you can move to the next stage. You ready to get started? Let's jump in. Stage number 1 is what I call the asleep and awakening stage. Now, when you're asleep, you don't really understand that you have the power to change your life. You probably feel like you're a human being, that things are just happening to you and that you have no control over yourself. And then you shift into awakening. And awakening is probably where you are right now. If you're watching this video, if you're already working with personal development, then you're a person who is awake. When we awaken, we become conscious of our own power to change. Our own power to take charge of our life's journey and to transform it into the life we want. So awakening is that moment when you step into it. And it could be that there's a certain catalyst. It could be something like a life event kicks you into awakening, or it could just be a decision that actually, I deserve more. I want to have a better life. I want something to happen in my life and I'm going to take it. When we're awake, we take responsibility for our lives, and it's not that we actually start taking responsibility. Awakening is where we realize that we can change our lives, and we do have this power within us to transform. We take responsibility for the fact that we have power and we're going to learn how to use it. The next stage I like to call searching, and this is where you take your first conscious step on your journey of being the best version of you, or the journey of transforming your life, improving your confidence, and basically making yourself happier, right? So what you start to do is you start to look for inspiration. You start to look at what's out there. Maybe what started this journey off was a conversation with somebody, so you reconnect with them. Maybe it was something you read or a video you saw on the internet, so you start to follow these people. Maybe you came on YouTube, found this video, and that's what started your journey off. You're consciously searching for how you can access this power to transform your life. And it's a really exciting and inspiring stage to be in, because this is where you get all these ideas, all this inspiration. You start to see the possibilities when you're in the searching stage of your personal development journey. The next stage I call gathering, and this is basically the stage where you are getting information. You've got the inspiration, you've woke up, you've realized your power, you've been looking out there. Gathering is basically where you start to hoard on information. It's where you're watching videos online constantly to inspire you. Maybe you join a network like Mind Valley, you sign up to the Reroute Your Life channel, you start to buy books, and I know myself when I hit this stage, I was collecting books from everybody I could find. just so that I could read as much as I can to figure out what it was that was going to be the key to transforming my own life. And I have quite a collection of books these days. So I'm a bit of a personal development book addict, and I can recommend loads to you. So if you want some recommendations, write in the comments below. Gathering is not just about gathering information, it's also about gathering the people, because when you want to be the best version of yourself, when you want to transform, you really want to have a community of people or a source of inspiration or a source of support to help you do this. So if you're gathering, you might be looking for online community groups, you might be investigating a life coach to help you on the path of transformation. And I really recommend getting the support you need if you're investing in personal development, because we need those people to spar with. We need those people to inspire us, to lift us, and also they need us. So gather your people, gather your tribe, get your information. That's the third stage on this journey. The next stage is where the magic of investing in your personal development really does begin to transform your life. It's experimentation and taking action. This is where you get all the stuff that you've gathered, all the ideas, the tools that you've found, and you start to put them into action in your own life. And that's what's the transformational power of this. It's not just getting inspired, it's taking action. When you invest the time in taking action to change your life, guess what? It changes. But this stage is also the stage that I've seen a lot of people fall off the personal development journey, where they haven't been able to transform their life. And there's one common mistake that people make, and that is trying to change everything all at once. You know, people sometimes try to change their morning routine, their week routine, their evening routine, eating habits, communication habits. And trying to do it all at once is just setting yourself up for a fail. So if you found that you've been falling into this trap, this is my advice to you. Or if you're starting on the journey, this is equally important for you to hear. Do one thing. Make one change. Make it simple. Keep it simple. Take the first step. Get that in your life. Start using that, so you really use that tool, whether it's a time management, a communication tool, a affirmation process. Use that. Get it fixed in your life as a thing you do all the time. Then take the next step. Then the next step. Then the next step, you know. Take your time with it. This is a journey. You're not going to change your life overnight, but you are going to change your life when you take these actions, when you use the tools that are out there, like the law of attraction, and start bringing that into your everyday life, bringing it into, it's a habit that you do. It's going to make the difference. Just keep putting one step in front of the other. The next section is failing. This is the next stage you get to, because when you're trying to learn something new, you can't learn if you don't make a mistake. It's natural to fail. Think about when you learned to walk or ride a bike. You fell off hundreds of times. And it's the same with personal development. You'll make mistakes, you'll try and maybe take on too much, like I talked about in the last stage, or maybe you try something that's not actually going to work for you. So you have to find a new system. The important thing is when you get to the failing stage is to stay curious. Instead of going, oh well, that didn't work, I give up. Go, okay, this didn't work for me. Why didn't it work? What do I need to change in this? Am I not clear on my goal? Is this tool not working for me? Is this lifestyle change actually not something that my body wants to do? Could I do it differently? The key to failing is to be curious and to learn from the mistakes. So if you're at this stage, take a step back, give yourself the space, figure out what's going on. And if you need to go back to the beginning, if you need to go back to the searching stage, then do it. That's the great thing with all these stages. They keep on going. They keep on going. A journey is not a straight line. It's a process. I see it as a circle, you know, we're constantly going through this, just like the cycle of life. Anyway, I'm getting too philosophical. I'm getting too much into philosophy. If you're at the failing stage, don't worry. Take a step back, breathe, keep calm, be curious. Find out what's going on, go back to the searching, gather your information, start to experiment with something different or a different way of looking at it. At the beginning of the video, I told you there's 5 stages of personal development, but scrap that. I completely forgot that there's actually 6. My bad. I apologize. I will make sure I put something at the beginning of the video so you understand why I'm now telling you this. So the sixth and final stage is integration. This is where you have completely shifted from knowing to doing to being. That's where the personal development tools that you started looking at right at the beginning of your journey are part of your everyday life. Like for me, I have a goal setting process that I started and initiated quite a long time ago in my life. It involves dedicating time to it, to doing evaluations, creating a vision board, making SMART goals. When I first started, this was completely new. It wasn't a habit, but because I've been doing it for so many years, at the beginning of the year, it's now a habit and it's something that I really look forward to. I am very conscious of what I'm doing, and that's where you are when you're integrating all of these tools into your life. It's conscious living, conscious acting, consciously being curious is the stage of integration. It's where you really are in charge of your life, where you're really the person who is driving that transformation and creating your happiness, whatever that means to you. So what happens next? You might be thinking, well, Emma Jane, why did you say what next? You said there were only 6 steps to personal development journey. Well, actually there is a next. Because when you become conscious, when you're working on yourself, you start to be aware. You're more aware of opportunities to learn. You're more aware of opportunities to grow. So you might read something, watch a video, you might hear somebody say something in conversation that will spark a realization. You've integrated to one level, and this realization is the start of the next level. What happens? You get this thought, you get this understanding, you make a realization, and you wake up. You start to search, you start to look into it, you start to gather information, you start to experiment, you make mistakes, you get curious, and eventually you integrate. And then the next level happens, and the next. It's a bit like a game, you know? And that's why personal development, I see it as a really important journey, because it is a journey of growth and evolution. And if you look at all patterns of evolution, it's a circular journey. It's not a straight line. You're not going to have realizations when you're 20 that are still going to be completely 100% relevant for you when you're 60. You're going to have realizations throughout your entire life. And if you're investing in yourself, working with your personal development, then you are going to always be in charge of that journey, and you are going to be on a path to happiness, because the whole point is enjoying the journey. I would really love to hear from you. Where are you on your personal development journey? Which of the stages are you at the moment? So let me know in the comments below. And if you want to get more inspired about personal development and you want support, if you're looking to gather your tribe, do come over to Facebook to the Reroute Your Life page. You can find lots of articles and inspiration there. And we have our community group. Come and join us. There's lots of other people that are working on themselves, working on this journey that we've been talking about today, and that can support and inspire you on your journey as you can support and inspire them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, because we've got videos coming out quite regularly with lots of different tools and inspiration for you, because I want to help you. I want to help you understand the power of working on yourself, investing in you, and most importantly, of how you can transform your life. So ring the bell, talk to me here, and if you've got anything that you would like me to make a video on, please put it in the comments below. I'd love to know what you'd like to be inspired about, because it not only helps you, it also helps me, because I get to learn and I get to search and gather, and you see the whole journey is working. Now, before I go, I want you to thank yourself for taking the time to watch this video, because even by looking at this video, you have invested a little bit in yourself and your personal development journey today and your life's journey. So I'm grateful for you to doing that, and you have to be grateful to yourself as well, because you're giving yourself a good gift. All right, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I look forward to seeing you on the community group, hearing from you in the comments below. Have a fantastic week. Reroute in yourself, work on your journey, take your baby steps, and wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope that you are enjoying your journey. From my heart to yours, bye.